Faygoluvers.net with the one and only P.O.D. from California.
Hey, you! This goes out to you!
What's up?
So, what's it like coming back to the gathering? You know, what's the first thoughts of coming back?
It's been a few years.
Yeah.
The last one we did was a little crazy, but it looks like it's changed up a little bit here. But we know you guys. We've toured with ICP. We kind of know what to expect with the Juggalos. So we're not really entry level anymore with the Juggalo family. They kind of are familiar with us, so it's nice to be back. And I think last time we had to prove ourselves a little bit.
Yeah.
So it was cool, but it was a little rough, you know. It's just we were getting used to the experience, but I think, you know, we've proven ourselves now, so I think they know we're here for the love.
Oh yeah. And for you, what's it like being back?
Man, you know, love the Juggalos, man. Get some little Juggalo love. They've been kind of, we did a tour with ICP last year.
You
know what the last thing was?
Around 2015.
About 2015, and it's cool to see some of the Juggalo fans come out to some of our shows.
Even our own shows.
Even our own shows when they're not there, but the Juggalos are loyal.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So it's fun, man. It's just good to be back, you know.
Right. Now, being that we're in the southern state and it's pretty hot outside, what's challenging about playing in the heat, and how do you cope with, exhaustion?
It's just summer tour for us. You know what I mean? We just got back from Okinawa and South Korea and Japan, so it was, it was humid, it was warm, but you know what, the energy of the crowd, we were out there for the soldiers. Once you get out there and then, the soldiers are having fun, the energy, or just any crowd in general, if they're having fun, we're going to have fun. You kind of got to work through the heat, but you know what, this is a rock and roll show. So if the Juggalos are going to have fun, we're going to have fun.
Right.
But we are on the last day, so I'm sure it was pretty exhausted.
Oh man, they're work ready.
Okay, good. Yeah, they still got ICP again tonight, so they'll be ready.
So can we just discuss your friendship with Insane Compounds and how it's developed over the years?
We played with them a long time ago in Detroit. We didn't really, we knew of ICP and Juggalos, but we didn't, we've never met them before. So that was the first time, a long time ago, but we never really crossed paths until the last gathering. So when they had asked us to play the last gathering, we thought it was kind of odd, because we had never really done anything together, you know. We wish we had, but I guess it feels more like an invite, you know. So they invited us to come to the gathering, and then so we did that. I thought we killed it. I thought it was a great fit. And then when they asked us to do that tour, we were the same thing. We were like, let's do it. You know what I mean? So I think we kind of leave it more on them to hit us up, because they've been doing this for years, just like we have, but they're kind of put together the show. So you know how it is. Sometimes they want just some of their hip hop acts, but when they want to mix up with some rock, and we're the ones to call. So
gotcha. Speed up.
Yeah. So do it. But they've been good to us, and obviously we're all veterans in this game, so it's not like before, just youngins doing it. They're all old school like us, and we have a mutual respect for each other. And
they've been doing it for a long
backstage,
time.
Hang out.
Yeah. So you guys have been around since '94.
Yeah,
before that. Yeah. So which track for you vocally is the most challenging to play, and for you, most challenging to play in general?
Just gotta practice.
You just gotta practice. I wouldn't say challenging. We have a couple of songs, but we're not even playing a lot of the songs that are really challenging for me. But I think a lot of it just, we just gotta practice and get them through. But there was one that I would say it'd probably be I don't know, man.
I know.
It just takes practice.
It just takes practice. Like I don't really struggle in any of our songs. To be honest with you.
Vocally, I think the older I get is more of the heavier stuff. Just trying to, we're playing 6 shows a week, just trying to scream through every night. Yeah. Dude, we've been doing it 26 years, and now 26 years later, I'm starting to experience this. Man, if I don't get any rest, or if I'm not, taking care of my throat, then it's tough, And my voice has gone out like twice in my entire career. That's the worst feeling ever. There's nothing you can do about it. So I think just now, where we're at, is just trying, you know, because we love the heavy stuff and we want to continue the heavy stuff, but you know, some of these clubs, you know, grinding out, and some of these old school cities and stuff, they still like people smoke, and it's just, it's tough. The screaming's tough.
Yeah.
So it's nice when we mellow out and you do stuff like Euthanasia or some of our more mellower stuff.
And the crowd singing back.
Yeah, there you go.
Use that.
That's how you take that break.
You take that break, yeah.
Mike.
But you know what, we do it.
So when are you and Insane Clubhouse gonna do a track together, guys?
Yeah,
Like,
ask
for real?
them.
Hey, no doubt, that's the news, man.
I think it's long overdue.
They want some heaviness, just come to us, we'll give it to them. Or we'll give them a mellow hip hop track too, whatever they want.
Right. So can we talk about any future projects you guys are in the works, if you're able to get that information?
Yeah, we've just been touring. We're kind of doing stuff on our own. We're trying to feel if that's the way of the music industry today. So we've been doing stuff on our own, kind of financing our own stuff, doing our own tours. I mean, that's where it's at. You know, that's where the fans are at. And, but we have some songs that we've written and recorded. I think we're gonna release one of them, just more of a, not I wouldn't say a teaser, but just to let people know that we're still doing it. I think it's just us trying to figure out how the music industry works now. Everybody just continues to put out music and nobody buys it, nobody cares really. So how can we do something that's, you know, what people want today? Is it giving away music? Is it releasing one song a month? We don't, you know, we're trying to figure it out.
What's the formula?
Yeah, there's a formula to it. You know?
Can we get into the subject matter of the track? That's too soon. The teaser you're working on?
That's what I said. We talk about that one?
Yeah, well, we've been playing it live. It's called Soundboy Killa. It's just an old, reggae music reference. It has different meanings. It could be, you know, always say, somebody says the sound man, the sound guy. Well, a lot of times if they don't know how to deal with your sound and messing up your sound, he's a boy, they call him boy, you're a sound boy. Or they're talking about competition with somebody, like, oh, he's just a boy, he's a sound boy. So it's like we're saying, it's almost like that old battle rap thing, but we're saying we're Soundboy Killers, like we're taking out fakes and people that really don't know what this music is about and what they're doing. So it's very aggressive. It's a grooving tune.
Bang track.
Again, it's probably not the most radio friendly, or it's not. Sometimes I believe that a lot of our new stuff has just has too much balls.
Right.
Like today's modern like rock and roll listener, it's not like that anymore. Even in metal, it's not like what happened to your balls. They don't have it anymore. Everybody's politically correct and they want to say what that person wants to hear, so that person comes to their show or buys a record. And we're still in the same position that we always. This is us. It's our band. We're saying what we believe, what we feel, and it's kind of like you like it or not. You know what I mean? But that's what you're supposed to do. But nowadays, everybody's saying what they want to hear because they're just sucking up so they can basically. If you buy their merch, you go buy their tickets.
Otherwise, they ain't keeping it real.
Yeah. So it's not really much realness. So this song has a lot of us just, you know, we're gonna be us regardless, and that means if we aren't as likable as before, or not as famous as before, or you're not gonna come to our shows or buy our records, it's kind of like we make that decision. We can only do what we do.
Right. And for the final question, for someone who's never seen P.O.D. live, why should they go to your shows?
I think, man, you know, it's just because it's real, man. Like Sonny's saying, man. I mean, I think one of the most important things I think for us, and what's always been important for us as a band, is just to be ourselves and not try to conform to the music industry or conform to what people expect us to do. We just got to be P.O.D, man. So I think at our shows, man, you're just gonna get raw West Coast, you know, just a style of music, man, just the way we do it. I think it's a mixture of everything. We're heavy, we're punk, we're hip hop, we're funk, we're everything in between, man. That's just part of, you know, our sound. So just
whether that fits the rock and roll mold or no, we don't know these days, because you know you have the mold that says, well, this is what successful is, or this is what rock and roll is in 2017, and we might not fit that mold, you know. But we're more old school, you know. Sometimes we go soft, sometimes we break down, but we like heavy, we like to move and dance and get nuts, and more or less become a part of what we do. Now it's kind of going back to the glam days where it's just like those are the rock stars on stage and they're supposed to entertain everybody, where we come from more of a hardcore punk where it's more interactive. Even kind of like with ICP, it's like you have that sense of like, we're not just up here performing for you, it's just interactive. You know, we're having fun with you, you're part of the show, and we've always been that way too. And nowadays you look out in the crowd, that's just people with their iPhones and they're just And
Yeah,
so
instead of paying attention to the show.
or being a part of it.
Yeah.
That's why I think.
Why aren't you moving? You're staying so still to get that picture or to film and say, this, you came to a rock show, have some fun. So it's even trying to adjust to that, because sometimes I get frustrated with that.
Yeah, because instead of soaking up the moment that they're in, they're staring through a screen. So
I guess that's
relate.
2017, so you had to kind of move with it and try to adapt to it, or maybe don't.
All right. Hopefully we see you guys during the Fago Armageddon participate in that.
Nice.
You know, I did on the ICB tour many a times. I even bought went to Walmart. A few of us went to Walmart and got just to throw away shoes and shorts and all that stuff just like every night. And ICB was good enough they would take our stuff every night and the crew would wash our stuff for the next show. And that was kind of the deal. They were like, hey, if you come out, and you just give us all your sticky clothes and we'll wash them.
It's a mess.
And you couldn't say no.
Any final shout-outs for ending this interview?
And we're just, again,
Happy to be here.
yeah, thanks to ICP, thanks to the Juggalos for coming out and coming out to our shows and showing us a lot of love. So we love all you guys out there. Thanks for having us.
Whoop, 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 whoop.